Hi everybody, I'm Philip Duncan. Thanks for joining us for our special update on severe tropical cyclone Cook. It is now currently a Category 3 storm. It's expected to reach Cat 4 by tonight as it starts to move in. Now this is an interesting map. This is a wave map, also showing the temperatures of the sea. Now you can sort of see general sort of movements here of the swells in one direction or the other, but if you can focus here, it might be a little hard to spot. But the swells are coming out at all different directions just north of New Caledonia, and that is right where Cyclone Cook currently is. And you can see by the red or purple shading of the sea temperatures, that is warm water up there. We're talking well above 30 degrees Celsius, whereas it's cooler as you head towards New Zealand, and that's why we do expect the system to weaken as it comes on down. So when we take a look at the animated colorized map, you can see here very clearly Cyclone Cook right next to New Caledonia, and is expected to remain there for the next 24 hours or so, and then drift towards New Zealand sometime around Wednesday, Thursday, but not as a direct storm. It's going to link up. So let me explain it once we get past the track. Here's just the quick track line. Cat 3, Cat 4, there's New Caledonia, back to 3, and then drops to 2 and then 1 eventually as it starts to curve towards us. So the next few days look like this. Here is your Tuesday setup. Check out the deep storm there. I mean, that is Cook deep right next to New Caledonia, and Norfolk Island just a little bit further south of that. Over to the east, another storm, but that's nothing to worry about. This is the main feature, plus a big low in the Tasman Sea, and it's that low in the Tasman plus the cyclone that we think are going to join forces and bring rain to New Zealand. Rain is the main feature I'm focused on. Yes, you do get big storms around, stormy winds around these sort of systems, but once they drop down, they do go through a transition, they change, and the rain is usually the thing that stays. So this is Tuesday. By the time we get to Wednesday, it's dropped further south, 997 hectopascals, a very small but very intense tropical cyclone. Meanwhile, a deep low in the Tasman Sea, a fairly normal big low for this time of the year, sitting out there on its own would be producing some rain that might cause some concern following the flooding we've just had. However, with this ex-cyclone coming down, we're worried that it's going to join forces. You can see that rain there has linked up between the storm to the north and the low out here into the Tasman. So as we move through the week, you see here by the time we get to Thursday, look at this line of rain, very heavy rain between the storm that's just there and the low that is well out to the west. This is not a storm out here, but it's pulling down that tropical rain, and we're very concerned about just how much rain may fall around places like Edgecombe and eastern parts of Bay of Plenty. There's a lot of similar hallmarks with this low and other previous ones that have caused floods in New Zealand. It's the location of it, the blocking high out here to the east slows down that movement. So when we get to Friday, Good Friday, the start of our 4-day long weekend, it looks like this. There is the remnants of ex-Cyclone Cook, still at 996 hectopascals. It's still a deep but fairly small system. However, the rain amongst it is intense. So it might cause issues as it slides past that eastern part of the North Island, round about Wednesday to Friday. That's when the rain's likely to start. The low itself will pass by on Friday. Meanwhile, this low also 996 hectopascals. So you start to get an idea. There's a lot of low pressure around the country as we kick off our long weekend. And speaking of that, it doesn't look stormy at this stage, but it does look a little unsettled, and that means usually a couple of days of sunny, dry-ish weather and a couple of days of rain. So that's Easter. We'll have more details about Easter as the week goes on, and obviously tomorrow we'll have more information as Cyclone Cook heads our way.